Hey everyone, what's up? This is Groovasex Roger, and welcome back. Hope everyone's doing great. And this is the first turn of Can You Play Descent Solo? Yes. And we are playing the second encounter of the Fat Goblin quest here. And let me give you a recap what's going on. Heroes enter this dungeon here, and they have to get to the very back of this dungeon where Splig is, and their objective is to kill him. But meanwhile, Splig has got these goblin archers, and this is the interrogation room, and behind this door is the prison. Now, one of those question marks are prisoners. There's 3 regular prisoners, and one of them is Frederick. I swear, I don't know who is who. And so what they have to do is, Splig has to interrogate and find Frederick. And if he finds him, he throws him over his shoulder, and Splig has got to dart out of this dungeon without getting killed. So that's the setup. That's what we're going for. So the first thing we're going to do is there's 3 heroes. So the Overlord, or Balor, will be drawing 3 cards. And I'm going to show you, as things come up, how I solo this. So you can just jump right in and just play Descent without having to download anything. Just a couple dice are all you'll need. And if you want something evil to look at to figure out how he would move. Okay, second one is Dash. And the third card is Poison Dart. Now this is a trap, and let's see, play this card when a hero opens a door or searches. Okay, heroes will not be doing anything like that. So we'll set this one aside for now. These will get played on the Overlord's turn. So right now we're just concentrating on our Valiant heroes. So the first turn here, I always notice people are playing as Grisbane, and I chose Sindrel, and she is playing the Berserker class. So you know, you get 2 actions. You can use exertion to move. She has an exertion of 4. So for my first move, I'm going to go 1 here, and I'm going to use an exertion to move. So I'm not taking up any of my actions. And then I'm going to move 1 more time, and I'm going to take another exertion to move. So I have 2 exertion now, and I'm going to attack this cave spider. Just so you know, our cave spiders, here they can poison if they get a surge, and they could also do 1 damage with a surge. Meanwhile, the master version has a web ability where you have to spend exertion because you're in a web. We don't have to worry about him just now. Okay, so we're going to grab, she is using a chipped axe. So we got a red and blue die, and if we get a couple of surges, we can plug them in to get more damage. And it's a pretty good roll. So we get a 3 plus a surge. And right here on the card, you can see if we spend that surge, we can get an extra damage. So what I'm going to do is, as a reminder, is take this extra one. So that spider is being, we hit it for 4, but now we have to roll for this spider's defense. And they get a gray die to roll. So in the spider's roll, 1. So he blocked 1 of that 4 damage, so he has 3 damage coming at him. And I believe he is dead, because there is his health there. So we have taken out already the blue cave spider, and we'll set him, how we set him right here. Now, you see this is a search, so I could either search or I could go this way after this spider. And I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to use my last action to search. So, you know me, I never cheat at games. You play with me, I play fair and square. So we're going to even cut these. And I'm going to use my action to search, remove that, and let's see what comes up. What is that? I have to look over this. Warding Talisman. Trying to get into focus here. Flip this card over after rolling defense dice to add 2 shields to your results. So, and this right here is for if you're playing the campaign. There's a whole thing where you can buy items and weapons and all that. So this is actually good. So flip over this card after rolling defense to add 2 shields to the result. This might come in handy. So we'll give that here to Sindrel. Next up is Averick. And he is our cleric, or as they call it, I believe, disciple. Is that right? He's playing the disciple class. And he is armed with a mace that can do some stun. And he's got a wooden shield that'll block some damage. So let's see, he's got a movement of 4, and I think probably just a straightforward thing. I'm going to move forward I'm going to go 1, and I am going to use, let's see, I'm going to use, go 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use one of my movement, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to turn this way, and I'm actually going to attack this cave spider right here. Now he gets on his card, he's got the mace, and it does a blue and yellow and a chance on a surge to do a stun. So we got our blue and yellow, and he hits with, let's see, he's got 2 damage and 2 surges. So he can possibly stun, and let's see, that's about it. He's got stuff for healing, but we don't got to worry about that. So with this, he's got 2 damage and a possible stun on this green spider. And so, of course, we get 1 gray. Roll. Totally blocked it. Now, according to, I believe I got this right, now he wouldn't get stunned. He blocked all the damage from that, so he would not take a stun for that. You guys can comment, but I believe that that is correct. So he is done for this turn. And actually, you're supposed to flip these over, the activation. So Sindrel activated. Now Averick, and our last is Jane Fairwood, and her class is the Woodlander, and so she's got a bow there. Add some range with a surge, and add damage with a surge. So I think I'm just going to, for right now, I'm going to take a shot at this cave spider right here, and we're 1, 2, 3 away. So, and she gets a blue and yellow. And we have 3 damage and a surge. Okay, now, oh, and so in case you guys, for people who are just learning, that number now is used for range. So she can shoot 4 spaces away and clearly in range. And with that surge, you see on the bow there, we're going to use that surge and put 1 on it. So there's 4 damage coming at this Bane, or I keep saying Bane spider. There is Bane spider, but these are cave spiders. And again, 1 gray die. He blocks 1 of those, so that would take that away. There's still 3 damage there, and his hit points are 3, so this one is gone. Put him over here. Now, you know, she just used 1 action to do that. I may try to help him out. I'm trying to see if I'd have to spend exertion to do it. She's got a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. 1, 2. I'm going to spend 3 exertion. I love spending exertion. People are probably like, why are you spending so much exertion? Okay, there. And there. And I'm going to move her 1, 2, and this is, of course, a legal move. You can go around corners like this, 3. Now, line of sight is you draw from one of the corner edges to who you're targeting. So clearly there, it's within range. And we're going to take a shot at this one and hopefully kill it. That is a miss. But, hold on. She has something accurate. Each time you perform an attack with a bow, you may re-roll 1 power die. Unfortunately, this is the power die. This is not. So she's finished now. So they did pretty good. Knocked out 2 of them. But now it's the Overlord's turn. Now we have to go into the mind of Velor. And this is what you guys maybe have been wanting to see. Let's start down here. Okay, we got to get in the mind of an Overlord. We've got all this stuff. Poison Dart we're not going to use. We have Critical and Dash. Okay, so we're getting out of hero mode here. Let's start back here with Splig. He wants to get these prisoners here, okay? So you got 4 Goblin Archers. So this is what I'm talking about for coming up with, this is where we're really going to get into it, is like maybe coming up with a few different plays that you could do while playing solo. But logical ones, not like, will the Goblin Archers run to the back? I mean, if you do something like that, you're a total noob. So, of course they want to get them. Maybe a good strategy is, let's say, how about we roll this die, 1 to 3. The goblin, 2 of the goblins are going to act as the transporters to get the prisoners, and the other two are going to go back up this and try to put the hurt on the hero. So that would be on a 1 to 3. You know, 2 heroes are going to get the prisoners, and 2 are going to come up here. And I'll roll 4 to 6. All of them are just going to go grab these prisoners. So let's see what the Overlord would do. Remember, brains of Balor. Okay, it's a roll of 2. So what we're going to do is 2 of these guys are going to come up and start. The other 2 are going to go as backup. So we'll send, let's see, and you can even go further with this. Do you want the master to back up? So let's say that. Let's run that. So we already know the 2 are going to go there, 2 are going to go up. And do we send the master or keep the master with us? 1 to 3, the master stays with Splig. 4 to 6, he's going to go up and help out the other ones. 4 to 6, he's going to help the other ones. Okay, so let's get this going. So they can move a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's not by the door yet to open it. And then the master can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know what? For his action, he is going to open this door for the others. So we're going to open that door. Put it right here. Now these guys are going to come in. 1, 2, and 3. Now, let's random it off. 1 to 3, he grabs that one. 4 to 6, that one. He's going to grab this one. So his action for this turn, so he went, what, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, picks this up, and he can continue his movement. His second action was to do that, but now he can continue moving. 4, 5. So there, he's got 1 prisoner already. The other one here, 1, 2, 3, and he will, for his action, grab this other one, and then 4 and 5. So hopefully you can see, I know that was a little drawn out, it would have been more quicker, and hopefully you see that's how I kind of, when I play solo, I kind of let, how am I going to say, Balor or a chance with the die. And you know what, I'm sorry, I forgot something. On the Overlord's turn, he gets to draw 1 card, which is a pit trap. So we'll put this over here. That's a trap, and we're going to use that on the next hero's turn. So, sorry, I forgot to do that. But that's how I play that. So I set up little scenarios, and each time you play and do this, it could play out a different way, you know. Or come up with scenarios on your own. Maybe you want 3 of the goblins to go. Or, you know, you could break that down any way to come up with some good logical Overlord decisions, and then let, you know, the die or the brain of Balor decide how that's going to play out. Okay, so we got that. Next up, we're here with the spiders. Okay, yet another strategy here. We got our 2 spiders here. Let's say, right, this one here. Now he could clearly go and attack, or, you know, a monster can do an action such as move or attack, and they can't open doors. So let's run this scenario. As Balor, or an Overlord, a good strategy would be just attack. Or another one could be open that door so the Shadow Dragon could come in. So let's say, how about, they're equally okay. I mean, the Shadow Dragon would probably cost a lot of chaos. So let's say on a roll from 1 to 2, he's going to attack. On 3 to 6, he's going to open that door for the Shadow Dragon to come into the battle. And he's going to open the door. So he will move 3. He gets 4 to go, the cave spider. And so he's going to go 1 and 2. And for his action, open the door. And that is the end of his turn. Now, as you notice here, we have our last spider here, the master. And he has 2 targets that he could get to. Like, he could actually go, no, he couldn't go through that way. Or I believe I can. I think you can go diagonal through that. But we're going to say these 2 here. He has an open target, so we're going to assign these guys with the Overlord's little brain, Balor. We're going to assign him 1 to 3, 4 to 6. And I'm drawing this out to explain to you. Usually this would go, you know, a lot faster. So let's say Averick here is going to be 1 to 3, 4 to 6, and that's who he's going to attack. and he's going to go after Jane Fairwood. So he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, which he does have 4 movement, and this will be okay. So and then now here on a surge, we're going to do the same thing with that. How he would decide to use that. So first of all, let's roll for the attack. He gets a blue and yellow, and he doesn't get a surge. But what I was saying was, say that we did get a surge on this one, what you could do is, running it solo, is assigned maybe poison 1 to 3 to use that surge, or 4 to 6 he would use that surge. So you see, it's kind of like to make up cards to run this would be impossible. You kind of have to have like an AI on the fly. And so far, what I've been playing, I've been enjoying it, and it's satisfying. I like it. So in any case, Jane is being looked at with 3 damage there. So, and if you look on her defense, she gets 1 gray die. So let's see how she does. And she only blocks 2 of that damage. Although she did have an ability here that is called Nimble, and I could have moved back each time a monster. I'm trying to focus on that. Each time a monster moves into a space adjacent to you, you may use this card to move 1 space away, and then the monster continues activation. But I didn't do that, so I'm just going to eat the 2 damage. Okay, and then Splig back here, I think, you know what, we're just going to move him up here. He must stay in the interrogation room to interrogate the prisoners that these archers next turn that will be delivering. Also, we had one of these right here. I forgot to do this. Critical blow. Play this card when a monster attacks a hero after rolling dice. If we would have had a surge, we could have played this, but it didn't. It would add 3 damage to it. And dash is you can make the monster move again. So he would get 2 move actions. And last up is the Shadow Dragon. And he has a movement of 3. He is a master. And so let's just move him up 1, 2, and 3. There. And just real quick, in case for the new people, you have to picture when you're moving them, they kind of shrink down to 1 space. You pick a space, 1, 2, 3, and they kind of expand back out. So there you go. That is turn 1. I'm sorry if that was long and drawn out, but hopefully you see just from this little thing how I'm doing this. I'm going to upload this and then start another turn if you'd like to come back and see what happens, and hopefully it'll be a little more brisk paced. And when we get back, it will be the heroes up. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. And the Overlord in this scenario does not get any reinforcements. So come on back and we'll see what happens. And again, thank you for viewing, and I will talk to you guys soon. So we'll zoom out on Balor.